Hey guys, and welcome to Westeros Total War Age of Petty Kings. Now this is not the Ice and Fire mod, sub-mod. It is just the original one that came out back in 2015. And it's still the original one. A lot of people seem to think that the Ice and Fire sub-mod is the actual version of Petty Kings. It's not. It's just a sub-mod. And it's a decent sub-mod, but I thought we'd cover this one first. And then we will do a video on that as well. This is, in the sub-mod, it adds in about 2 different factions. And that's about it. Most of the mod isn't that different. So you got the Wildlings, which in the Ice and Fire sub-mod, the Wildlings are not even playable. So they're actually, instead of the Wildlings, they're just Rebel and just White Walker faction. So yeah. So if you ever want to play the Wildlings, it's here you play as them. And I think if I have a choice of a series, I'd be the Wildlings, the Grey Irons, or maybe the Estamons. I'm not too sure. Maybe Dane. I don't know, really. I mean, we've already done Dane in game up CK2, so maybe. Okay, the hell was going on outside, but Estamont or Estamont Grey Iron or the Wildlings will be the factions we play as. So anyway, Wildlings. The Night's Watch are actually maybe the Night's Watch maybe good because they can actually go off and create their own kingdom, which is quite an interesting little thing. And I'll show off the Night's Watch and a little event for that. So you got the House Umber, House Stark, House Bolton, House Dustin, House Royce. For those who are wondering what the Petty Kings even is, it's basically at a time when before King of Rivers and Hills, that sub-mod. It's before Westeros was like united into 7 kingdoms, like you had the Starks, Aarons, the say Tullys, the Greyjoy, Lannisters, Tyrells, Baratheons, well, all of that really. And the Martells, but yeah. Anyway, House Royce, House Aaron, House Mud, House Blackwood, may even do the Muds. Perhaps, let's see, Blackwoods, Brackens, Mooton, House Darkland, House Crab, House Bar Emmon, House Grey Iron, House Greyjoy. I keep hearing some dickhead knocking his... Oh, what the hell he's doing outside. Some assholes just sitting there hammering a fucking nail. Multiple times. Anyway. House Greyjoy. House Rain. Another cool little faction. House Lannister. House Tarbeck. House Estamont, who are known for their turtles. House Durandon. House Peak. House Gardner. House Hightower, House Redwayne, House Dane, House Yormwood, House Dryland, and House Martell. So as you can see, there's a hell of a lot of factions to choose from. There's no like you have this many factions, you're never gonna run out of stuff to play or something new to play. It's really cool. But we showed a Night's Watch off. Be sure to let me know what faction you would like me to cover, or not faction, but cover, but what faction you would like me to play as in a series. All of them are pretty unique. I do love Game of Thrones as it is, so I pretty much wouldn't mind playing all the factions. Whatever you would like me to do. Obviously, I'll play mine first. So, the 1,000 Years Nights was taken apart. So, Roderick Flint, Flint is the Wall taking the Black Knight 22 years later. He's been named Lord Commander of Lord Castle's passing. The Wall saying strong Lord Roderick has begun to look south. Vengeance. So, he's sort of betraying the what sort of and going south like Jon Snow did, but yeah. Now this one is different because I believe the map, yeah, the map's a lot. I think it's different. I'm not quite sure. The map's a bit smaller, and it's not. I believe the ice and oh fuck me, what the hell happened there? Now a lot of them don't have custom settlement models. That is rectified in and they don't have King's Landing and Harrenhal like in the other game. That is different in if you play the Ice and Fire sub one, which has pretty much all of them are custom settlement models. The thing with custom settlement models, I think it lags the game, or it's different. But the campaign is very different, and yeah. So you got the Wildlings up here as their own faction in the Ice and Fire game. They are not, but this is the only place you can really play as the Wildlings. Or because the White Walkers sort of like it turns into a case of we have to now fight the White Walkers and fight together. In this, it's just you can fight whoever you want. I mean, you can do the same in the Ice and Fire sub one, except the White Walkers are just more of a threat. So you got the wildlings, Hardhome, Project Hall, and all that bit. So and then maybe a hot seat with someone playing wildlings and me as a knight, which would be cool. But some of these settlements don't always have custom models. Another new thing is that you have to take out an entire faction to be able to recruit. Say if you take the last half and you haven't taken out the Umbers, you can't recruit in there until you wipe out the entire faction. Or like the was it Land Province or something? The Night's Watch. Is that I think if they have a knight like something like this, they can't. You have to wipe out the entire faction to be able to play as them. Obviously Roderick, Lord Commander. Godric, Westerling, Cell. So I don't know. So quite a lot of factions. They different. You got a lot of different Night's Watch troops. You got rangers and horseback, horse archers, stewards, builders, and recruits. And you got galleys and all that. In terms of buildings, you've got a lot of different buildings. You've got Hinterland Patrol, which helps your law. Castle Garrison, which also makes you able to recruit recruits. Siege works make you build catapults, and hunting rights increase your public order bonus, and they increases your experience bonus. Mace's quarters as well, public health boosts. Farmsteads, which help your food, and tavern keeps up the happiness of the overall population. So I do like the walls, nice. I don't know, it's a bit odd. It's got a little bit gap there. In the submod, it's a lot better, which is why I do prefer to play the submod than I do this. However, some of this is different and unique because reasons, because I don't know, it just makes it look better. So you got deep down, King's House is all independent. So you got the Umbers down here, and you'll see the difference when I show you the other mod. Sunderland used to be a faction back in the I was gonna say Dark Ages, but back in version 2.0, it's now 3.0, I believe. See, these are now Rebel, which is a shame because Sunderland was quite a cool little faction, but then they took it out for some. I don't know why. I think it's so they could fit in some more factions, but I don't know, I really liked them. So you got the Hill Clansmen up there, Woodfort, Mormont Keep, Deep and Mott, Winterfell, which is sort of south of it. I think Winterfell's like over here somewhere. Anyway, Winterfell's nice. You also have a Lannister. Basically, the Lannisters came up to north because basically the current Lannister leader is a nutjob. But when you play as a faction of the Starks, it will give you the whole. It will give you information on the faction and what's going on, basically. You got Barrowtown down here, Risewood Keep, Stony Hall. Down here you got the Neck, Greywater Watch, and all that. The Vale's quite nice. You've got the Paps and all that around it. The Arryns. Yeah, so personally I do a series on the Ice and Fire submod, but I guess it is unique to play the Wildlings, and that's probably maybe the Night's Watch, that's about it. Yeah, I don't usually play too much then. I've done so much, I like the North anyway, and I'd rather play them in other factions. But the North is quite unique. Maybe I might play in there, but let me know what you would like to see, and I'd happily do whatever, really. You got Blackstone, instead of Dragonstone, it's Blackstone. In the Ice and Fire submod, the Targaryens are a thing, which doesn't really make sense because the Targaryens wouldn't have even been in Westeros at all in that submod. So that's, we'll discuss that when we look at that. But yeah, so you have, instead of the Targaryens, you have the Bar Emmons, which is quite nice. A nice little faction map, so you might even play as them. Or the crabs. You got the crabs up here of Claw Keep instead of Claw Isle. Died Den, the Whispers, and Rook's Rest. But I do like the Byron position. They're quite a cool little faction. Over here, obviously the Harrenhal region, which is the God's Eye. You got the Mootons, which hold Maidenpool, Saltpans, Harrowstown, Dawnhold, and all that area. And then you got the House Mud, which again, that's quite nice. And you got the Blackwoods, who can currently control Riverrun, which actually their capital is Ravensray. But you got Riverrun there, it's cool. The different religions, you got Deviant, Drowned God, Lord of Light, Old Gods, or Faith of the which is the same as the Ice and Fire Total War, which is currently being worked on. But again, Crown Lands looks nice, Duskendale looks quite good. And yeah, it was very nice. Now looking at the Iron Islands is quite different because the Greyjoys and Grey Irons sort of have half this castle split between them. In this the Grey Irons and the Greyjoys have to take over all these rebel settlements and sort of kill the other houses. But yeah. But obviously, if you, and this, I believe this is meant to be like a Aztec one. It's not meant to be. But I prefer to play the grounds in the other sub-mod as it is. The other sub-mod is a lot better, I would say, in my personal opinion. However, this is quite decent and sort of unique, as some of the some buildings that like King's Landing wouldn't be there. Harrenhal wasn't there. Harrenhal and King's Landing are both just rebel settlements and villages. And yeah. And obviously the Night's Watch just control the wall. They don't control the Wildling lands. They're independent. So it's up to you if you want to play as the Wildlings, apart from the White Walkers, or just, yeah. But the Ice and Fire one is just better. I say Ice and Fire. Pretty sure it's called Ice and Fire. If I remember correctly, we got Castle Rock, which is off the side of the cliff, which should be on that cliff, really. Lannisport. That's the nut job Lannister I told you about. Target Hall, Rail Prince of the Borderlands. But even for this one, which was as good as the Ice sub one, it is a sub one that came ages ago. So it's still fairly decent. You got the Ring, Smithyton, Tumbleton, Dunstonbury. But yeah, if you wanted to play as the Sunderlands, then you have to go to like the 2.0 version, which is just shit. It's not shit, it's just not the best.
You can count on me.
So you got Highgarden, Coldmoat, Wilbert. I could have just done just not recorded this and just done the newer one. But it's not made by the original team, it's a sub one, so really this is the latest Age of Pakings version, really. But yeah. but at the same time, they made that sub one is just a bit better. And you'll see the difference once I do a video on it. So you got Old Town and all that, and all is very nice. You got the Redwine, House Redwine, Rhymesport are in hold, Vinetown, quite a lot of settlements on the island, and the Arbor is a lot bigger than the original one, which either for balancing reasons or just maybe it's, well, it isn't historical, but I'm pretty sure it's a lot off being that big. But yeah. Red Wines are interesting. This mod, by the way, isn't historically accurate. It has loads of different factions, but it's sort of made like it's just there. There's no really historical accuracy involved. It's just for a bit of fun, really. Now you got Storm's End, Durandons, during the 7th, Prince of Storms, and you got Torturous Deep. So you can actually go attack the Stepstones if you would like to. But yeah, this is why I like the S sponsor, kind of like an Iron Nation, which is nice. You got the Martells down here, Nymeria, because this is at a time of Nymeria's landing. And it's very nice. Gas and Grace is controlled by the Estamonts. Oh yeah, the Night's Watch starts off allied with everyone and enemies of the Wildlings. The Wildlings don't start at war at enemies of everyone. But yeah, a lot of people do worship the old gods. And I don't know why they worship the Faith of the Seven. It should really be the Roina or something. But you got the Drylands, which I'm not sure where the Drylands even come from. I thought it was just going to be like the others or something, but maybe they're the people that lived there before. And you got Yormwood as well, it's awesome. And you got House Dane as well, which is usually my favourite house in the whole Westeros, really, in the whole Dawn, I should say. Yeah, Dawn. But again, it does look fairly nice. And yeah, that's all I can really say about the mod, right? But yeah, so far it is a decent mod. I would recommend it. I would say the other version's a lot better. However, this is still like the original version, and it's still unique in a way that you can play as the Wildlings and not have to worry about the White Walkers. Because obviously the White Walkers are a pain in the ass. But anyway, guys, we're ending this off here. I hope you have enjoyed. I recommend this mod. Give it a go. It's quite enjoyable. And it may be made a bit better now that the White Walker script doesn't come into it. So you don't have to worry about the White Walkers. You can just chill as the Wildlings and just attack the Night's Watch, and I don't have to worry about getting fucked in the ass by the bloody White Walkers as well. Even though the White Walkers in the other mod control pretty much everything around here and just don't control these areas. But I'll show you that mod next. It will be on next, hopefully. Or maybe I might have done it before, but I don't know. No, we'll definitely upload this first, and then we'll upload the Ice and Fire sub one afterwards. But anyway, Enough of me ranting. We'll end this off here. I thank you for watching, and I will see you later.